All right, I'm just checking if I'm headless. Nope, we look okay. All right. Good morning. Let's roll those shoulders up, back and down, step out. Big elbows, little rock side to side, bigger elbows, one arm at a time, moving with that. Good, now leave that right arm up. Press that right heel down, take a little stretch, back up, left arm up and back down. And then we roll those shoulders up, back and down again. We're gonna do a little step touch here. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab those weights. You're gonna do a half a bicep curl, right? So it goes straight and then 90, straight and 90, straight and 90. You guys keep going for me. I just have to check something. We have work going on. Okay, never mind. Good. So straight to half, straight to half. You can even give it a little turn if you want. Beautiful. Last two. Last one. Let those arms hang. Step touch. We're going to bring those arms, thumbs are up, so we're still in that bicep motion. In a moment, we're going to take 2 steps to the right. In 4, 3, 2, 2 steps. And then you're just going to add on, if it's not too confusing, the top half of the bicep curl. So you go 90 to top, 90 to top. Shouldn't be a huge deal. Good, just a couple more. Last one, stay here, arms go straight again, relax them down. Let's go to that hamstring curl. Turn your palms to the back of the room, shoulders back and down. So as you do that, if they rolled up, open back up. Bend the elbows and straighten. So tricep work as you hamstring curl. Two more. Beautiful. Let those arms rest. Turn that bicep, or excuse me, that hamstring curl into a step touch, and then bring it in front. Bring those arms in front and just hold them here for a moment. Turn that tap into a knee lift and open those arms out to the side. As your knee lifts, you're going to give a squeeze back. So posture muscles. Nice, 2 more. Beautiful, arms hang again. We're gonna start to bring those knees up and across. Arms are here now, and we're just gonna rotate to the opposite side. Almost there. Good, arms hang again. Back to that step touch. Palms face again. Halfway up when you step to your right. Little bicep curl again. In a moment, we'll take 2 steps to the left in 4, 3, 2, 2 steps left. Now let's bring those arms up and lower them halfway down. You can double time it. It's a really small range of motion. We're going to stay here, let those arms dangle. Hamstring curl. This time, pinkies face the back of the room, elbows bend. Add your tricep extension. And let those arms go. We step touch again. toes in front. Turn that into your knee up. Hands right here. So elbows are at your shoulders. Unless you have shoulder issues, they can be a little lower. Add that twist. And relax everything. Let's set those weights down for now. Come to center, wide legs, hands on your thighs, roll through a cat and roll through a cow. Couple times like that. And then drop your right shoulder in, roll through cat, inhale through cow. Keep that going on that angle. Good, back through center, opposite shoulder in, roll and extend. Roll and extend, one more time, roll and extend back through center, shoulders open, abs are in, big deep breath in, stand it up, and exhale, bring it down. All right, so turn your chair so you have the top, the back of it near you, and put one weight in your left hand, wide stance with your feet, turn out position. Let's keep those abs in. Just for now, just kind of hang out with that weight. You can bring your hands to center for a moment if you'd like. Drop down into your plie and make sure that you have a wide enough stance that you're actually doing that plie rather than a squat. All right, beautiful. Then we're going to bring the arms up as we come down, out, and down. Beautiful. So a little awkward because you only have that one weight. Adding on if you want, you can come up on your tippy toes. Now I had you bring the chair here so that if you want to literally just do one arm, you are welcome to do that. Keep going. I'm just checking if this is a battery issue. Nope, we have plenty of battery. Do you? For a few more plies, almost there. Beautiful. Bring it up. We're just going to shift over to the opposite hand. If you didn't use your chair, you can just kind of scoot so that you don't hit your hands on it. Go back to the plie, right? We'll just start here, up and down. Tailbone is sliding down that imaginary wall. Come down up on your toes if you want. Arms up and out. A few more here. Beautiful. We're going to set that weight down for just a second. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Shake it out. And then we're going, again, back of the chair. Weight back into your left hand. We're going to extend that left leg out. We're going to step back with that right leg. Right leg can be foot straight ahead. You could turn it out if you wanted to. Going to bend the knee a little bit. And bring that arm up and out. Toe is going to follow the same way. So front, as you come front, you work in the front of that deltoid. As you go up and over side of your deltoid, and then at the end, kind of the back of your deltoid posture muscles. And after this round, that left shoulder should be sort of done. By the way, you are bending and straightening your right leg, if I never bothered to say that. So you're working that quad and that glute. How's that shoulder doing? Oh, mine is done. Last two. And last one. So we're going to switch it over to the other side. So weight in that right hand, left knee is going to bend, right toes out, and then we come up, down, and around. And again, if you want, that foot can be in a little bit of turnout, or it can be straight ahead. Just a few more. Last two. And last one. Set that weight down again. Roll those shoulders, loosen up any tension in your neck. We'll spin that chair over to the other side again. Single weight. And it's going behind your right knee. And then you want to pull that heel as close to your booty as you can. Then the other weight is going in that right hand. We're going to try and find that flat back position. We're going to try and get that leg so that we can press the heel to the sky, and that knee only comes back to even with your body. And then out to the side. So again, working those posture muscles behind the shoulder blade. Just two more. Ooh, bring that up. Take a quick break. Set your weights down. We're going to step forward with the right leg. Bend that left knee. Extend your spine. Flat back position. Make sure you're not curled under. And then roll those toes up and back down and come up. You can switch sides if you want. I mean, switch your chair. You are switching sides. I'm switching the chair just so that will be at the front. So this time that left leg grabs the weight. And again, we want to tuck that heel and hip close together. Right knee is bent. Good. Flat back. Press the heel to the sky. And add that lateral raise. You have four more. After you do that fourth one, I need you to do a quick stretch. Sorry. Hey, hopefully you stretched out that left leg, right? I'm sure you followed Carol. All right. We're going back to that right leg again. So weight back behind that right leg. We're standing tall this time, but left knee is bent, abs in. We're just going to start with that lateral lift of the leg. Elbow is bent, but notice if that shoulder rolls forward, do your best to drop it down. Oh, sorry. Arm is actually going to the back as the leg comes to the side. Now your leg might start to travel backwards and your arm might start to travel sideways because, you know, pat your head and rub your belly. So a little bit of focus here. 2 more. Oh, very nice. Relax that. Take that right ankle across your left thigh, tailbone walk. Roll it under. Extend it out again. And bring it up. All right, let's do that on the other side. You can just switch your stuff. You know, I mean, you can just turn, or you can switch your chair. All right, weight behind that left leg. Right knee is bent. We start with that lateral raise. Left arm is here. We're extending backwards as we raise that leg. Just a few more. And again, we'll let that go. Crisscross left ankle over right thigh, extend that tailbone long. Round it under and extend it out again. Beautiful. We're going to go to a really wide stance. Bend your knees. Relax your arms over your chair. Long stretch for the spine. Drop your head in between your arms. Rotate your thumbs to the sky. This should feel pretty good. While you're here, you can roll through a cat and extend through a cow. And just keep that going. You're just doing a couple more. All right. And then cow. Drag yourself forward. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and bring that back. All right. Back through center again. One weight in your left hand. Legs are together in that turnout, just a little bit of turnout. We're going to bend the knees just slightly and drag that left foot. A minute ago, we went forward. This is off to the side, off to the side. And we're pressing straight up. We're bending into that right leg. Almost there. Beautiful. And relax. Spin that chair around if you want. You can just simply switch legs. And then again, that weight is in your right hand. A little bit of turnout. Left leg, or excuse me, right leg is coming almost out to the side, but with a point. And we raise that arm. Almost there. And relax. All right. This time, we are going to have a little turnout with that right leg. Left leg is going to be pointed. Abs are going to draw in. We're going to lift and extend that leg. As we extend that leg, I'm going to give you options. You could make a simple tricep extension. That's going to be the kindest to your back. You could bring that arm out to the side a little bit and either do that tricep extension or lateral raise if you feel like your shoulders haven't had enough. For a little more challenge, thumbs go up and that arm comes out toward the front, but not completely overhead. Biggest challenge would be arm overhead. That is a lot on the lines of your body, right? From my arm to my leg, my toes, everything is in that long line. That might be a lot on the low back, so feel free to adjust as you need to. Now, the standing leg should be feeling this, by the way. Few more here. Woo, and now we will relax. We're gonna bring that left leg in front. We're gonna bend the right knee a little bit, press into the back of that leg, and then we're gonna come around and up, and then we'll straighten, and then we'll push the hip away. Bring that back up. You can simply switch legs. I'm moving, so I'll still be mirroring you. All right, so that front leg is in turnout. If I miss something, you guys will let me know, yes? So here we are, right? Option to fly that arm behind you, tricep extension, or out to the side, or all the way out to the side, deltoid, into a half of a V, arm overhead. You choose. Almost there. And relax. All right. Left leg over right, or whatever leg wasn't there before. No, there we go. Bend the back leg. Arm comes around, pull those that belly button in, and then lift up, and then push the hip away. And then gently bring that up. Shake everything out. All right. We're just going to do some pure calf work here. So I'm going to take the weights. We're going to try something for a second. Can you hold, if you have dumbbells, can you hold them like that with just your fingertips? And then you're just going to hang out right now like that. Just holding the tips with the tips of your fingertips. Let's go into parallel and just a simple calf raise for starters. Now you might notice maybe your fingers are starting to feel as if they're working a little bit. We're just working on grip strength. Crazy, it's one of the indicators of a long, healthy life. 2 more times. Good. All right, now I'm going to take that grip and set those on your shoulder, but I'm still only using the tips of my fingers to hold this. Now we're going into turnout. I'm going to come up, keep my heels together at the top, and as I come to the bottom, they're going to have to really squish together. So now I have a little weight on my shoulder just to add, but just make sure you're not gripping the weight, or otherwise you're just holding the weight, which we did a second ago. Now you're actually trying to put that weight on your shoulder. Two more. And relax. All right, single weight in your left hand. Left toes out. And we're going to lift them off the ground. Single calf raise on that right leg. Again, option. You can set that weight on the shoulder. You don't have to have it at all if you don't want. This calf should feel this pretty quickly. And relax. Put the weight down. Keep your left foot ahead. Step farther back with your right foot. Lunge onto that left leg. Make sure your hips didn't stick out. They came with you for a stretch of that right calf. Bend the knee. Roll up on the toes. Turn the toes out and the heel in. Notice your hips might go askew, so push that right hip forward. And then again, bend into it. Stretch long from the top of your head down to the heel. Bend that back knee a little bit. Roll up on the toes. We'll turn the toes in this time. Lunge. I love this stretch. And bend the knee. And bring that up. All right, we get to do that on the other calf. So again, single leg calf raise. Right toes are off the ground. Left leg straight. Lifting and lowering. Weight on that opposite shoulder if you want. Check out your grip here on the chair. Trying to be as light as possible. Pinky finger only, maybe? Or a couple fingers. Almost there. And relax. Now, we're gonna bend that knee, right? We did this, I think? I'm so confused. Oh yeah, maybe we didn't. Whatever. I'm a little discombobulated today, my apologies. All right, relax, because I don't think we did that on the other side. Step forward with your right leg. Press that left leg back. Press the heel down. Lunge forward. Try to have a straight line from your heel, through your hip, through your shoulders and your head. And bend that back knee a little bit. Roll up. Turn the toes out. Skew those hips in front. Lunge and bend. And we're going to come up. Turn that toe in. Lunge. Press the heel down. Bend the knee. Deeper stretch. All right, we're going to do one last little stretch here while we're standing. Take your right foot across, and instead of toes under, I want toes behind you like that, right? So your toenails are on the ground. Then bend that left knee into the right. You should feel a stretch in the front of your shin, if I instructed correctly, and bring that up. All right, now your left foot is going to go up and over, and again, it's not toes tucked, and we definitely don't want to turn out, right? We just want to go as close as possible so that then the right knee can bend and press into the muscle of that left leg and give me a stretch on the front of that shin. All right, we are heading down to the ground. Bring your weights with you, please. Okay, Nutmeg, if you have one. I think we disturbed her. I'm just giving y'all time to get down to the ground, you know. Oh, what a good stretch. I wish we could do that. I wish we could twist our spines like that. You're as young as your spine, girlfriend. All right. I know you guys are rolling your eyes. Hug those knees in, please. Take a little rock side to side. All right. Okay. Sorry. We're going to do a little bit of ab work, and then we'll do a little more for that lower body. So we're just going to put both weights in the left hand. You know, I'm going to do this one because it's my favorite. Right hand checks out those ribs and make sure that they're staying down. Nod your head yes. Inhale, arms goes overhead. Make sure those ribs stay flat, and then exhale, come up. And then just keep going like that for me. Nice straight arm. If 2 weights is too much, a single weight is fine. Now we're going to add that tricep work to it, right? So arm goes overhead, bend, straighten, and come up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. You're shameless. You're shameless. 2 more. Good, and then we're gonna leave that arm overhead. We're gonna straighten, 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 polish off those triceps, turn your palm to the sky. And lastly, turn your knuckles to the sky. Oh, that one should be really challenging, and relax. Weights by your side, bring that arm overhead, press it down. A little passive stretch here, over a little bit, and a little farther over. And then we'll do that on the other side. All right, so arm is up by right above you. Left hand is keeping those ribs in check. Arm up and over on the inhale, exhale right above you. Inhale up and over, exhale right above you. And then we'll go up and over, we'll bend and straighten and come up and over, bend, straighten and up. Couple more here. And then we bring that arm overhead and we just straighten, 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 straighten. Turn the palm to the sky, straighten, 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 straighten. Turn the knuckle to the sky, straight, 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 straight. Woo, relax. Bring that arm up overhead. Bring it a little bit more towards center and then over to the opposite side. And then we're going to grab those weights. We're going to put both weights on your left hip. And as always, we just hold them down, right? So just use your hand to keep those weights in place. And then we're going to lift the hips up, and you'll definitely want to keep your right hand down for balance here. Now, notice if the left hip is a little droopy, and try and do your best to keep that straight up. Then option to extend that right leg, and that should add quite a bit of challenge, and squeeze that left glute. We're going to go up a little more, up a little more, up a little more. Notice my right toes are pointed towards that 45-degree angle, not up here. That's a little easier. If you need to, that's fine. Out here will be a little more challenging. If you bring it too low, you're going to go into extension. So nice 45, if that's what that is, pointing to that place where your ceiling and your wall meet. Last 2 and last 1. That left glute should definitely have felt that. Move both weights over to your right hip for me, please. Left hand on the ground. Sorry, she's right here. I just can't resist. Breath in, we lift up. Good. If and when you're ready, you extend that left leg. Again, it's just about at the right knee height. And then I'm going to lift higher. Lift a little higher, lift a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Keep lifting. Keep breathing. And relax. All right. So now just to take a moment, I want you to roll over onto your side, facing me. Bring your weights with you. You're going to have an option to use 1 weight or 2 weights for your outer hip work here. And as always, you're only going to be holding the weight on the leg, not holding the weight and then putting it there. Stack everything up for me, please, so that your knees, your ankles, and your hips are all stacked. Just holding those weights in place, and then check on your rib cage and make sure it's lifted, right? So you have that little mouse house. And then we'll start with that lift of the knee and the ankle at the same time. Arm is just resting underneath your ear. Beautiful. We're going to put the heels together. We're going to pivot the knees open, but not so much that you roll backwards. And we'll press open from there. Good. Knees come together, heels lift up, Pilates V with your feet, rib cage off the ground, open, and then open farther, and more, and more. And now I want you to make it full range. Close, open, close, open. This should be kind of polishing off that upper hip. Almost there. And relax. Woo, give that hip some love. You're going to press up on that same side, that leg that you just worked, bring it across, and the opposite leg comes in a straight line. Sit up nice and tall. Put that knee in and give it a little tug across, but not so much that you roll off that hip. And notice if you're scrunching down, sit as tall as you can, please. Then from there, pivot that leg open, passive figure four stretch. That should feel really good on that outer hip. All right, straighten out that bottom leg. That lets you know that's the leg that you're going to work next. And tip over onto that leg. Stack yourself up again, please. Ankles, knees, and hips. Waistline off the ground. Keep that little lift, that mouse house. Fingertips here, and we lift that leg as a unit. Good. Heels together, we pivot open and a little farther. More and more. Waistline still lifted. Beautiful. Knees together, heels in the air, Pilates feet, pivot open. Rib cage lifted. Now,
Yeah, honey.
Didn't do full range, do full range this time.
You don't have to
Doing full
spend
range.
too long, but just,
Do that small lift. Terry, did you just say something to me?
no, sorry,
Okay.
not to mute.
Okay. And relax. Terry, you might want to mute yourself. All right. We are spinning over onto our abs now. Point those toes. Bring those weights on each side of you for a little bit of extension. Lift one leg, stretch it long, bring it down. Lift the other leg, stretch it long, bring it down. Slide those hands underneath your weights. Roll those shoulders open. Lift your kneecaps, back of the neck is long. Check your shoulders. Are they up or down? Let's lift them up so they're off of the mat. And then lift the arms up and then lift your torso. Reach long through those fingers, stretch them out, and then exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, belly button pulls in, knees lift, but toes stay down, and we lift, and maybe bring the hands toward each other, and then come down. Inhale. Exhale, lift and squeeze, and down. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, lift and squeeze, and down. And lift and squeeze, and down. 2 more times, lift and squeeze, and down. Lift and squeeze, and down. Last time, lift, squeeze. Can you stay here? Pulse those arms to the sky. Back of the neck is long. Press, 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 and we'll relax. We'll press back in that resting position. Let your hips sit back on your heels. Arms can be out front or by your sides. You can make little fists and give yourself a little extra space if you want. Beautiful. Come on forward. Let's roll through a cow and round out through a cat. And then we're going to work the back side of the body one more time. So we're going to put one weight behind that left leg. We're going to bend that knee, try and get that heel really close to the hip. Put the other weight out front at your right hand. You may or may not be choosing to use that. Pull your abs in so we're not rounded, but we're not drooping either. And then lift that left leg to the sky. Press that heel, press, press, Press Option to lift the right arm. Option to lift the right arm with the weight, thumb towards the sky. You can make it full range, both down and both up, or you can just pulse at the top. And relax. All right, let's switch that before we stretch things out a little bit. Weight behind that right leg, heel towards your hip. Nutmeg is showing you our finishing stretches. All right, other hand toward, or other weight towards your left hand. Start with that right leg. If you want to, add your left arm, and then if you want to, add that weight. And relax. All right, just keep your weights handy as you lie back down on your spine, please. Hug both knees into your chest. And let's put those weights for now just on top of your shins and let that press your low back into the ground a little more. You can take a very gentle, small rock side to side if you like. And then we'll put the left foot on the ground. We're going to put a weight over to the right. We'll take the other weight behind our right leg, and we'll use the ends of the dumbbell to hug the knee in nice and close, and then over to the right. And then let's see if we can hug the knee even deeper and straighten out the left leg and flex through that left heel. And then we'll bring that right leg back through center. We're going to bring the weight down toward the ankle and lift that foot towards the sky. Now have the weight up against the Achilles tendon, not way down here, but where it connects with that muscle, so that as I point and flex, I'm going to feel a little bit of sort of pressure point there, and same when I go side to side and circle. And then finally, I'll straighten out that leg and use it to lift myself up. Then I'm going to flex through the heel. I still have that weight against the belly of the muscle or the bottom of the muscle, the attachments there where the leg gets wider. Deeper stretch. Then I'm going to bring that weight down to the outside of that leg. And I'm going to bring that leg just a little bit across so I feel that deep stretch on the outer hip. Meanwhile, I'm going to slide my right hand under. And as I go over, you can let that weight rest on the outside of that right thigh. Nice deep twist. And then just leave that weight over on the left side. Come on back to center. Put your right heel on the ground and let it pivot open. Drag that left heel in. Give me a nice thread the needle stretch. Press your left leg open or right leg open. And then finally we'll crisscross all the way knee over knee. And now weights are on each side, so I'm ready for a nice twist to the left side. Those weights in my hands will help me keep my chest a little more open. And then straighten your left leg and straighten the right as you come back through center. All right, bend to both knees again. Leave the left weight over to the left side. Bring that weight behind your left knee, pull it in towards your chest and just let it open to the left side. And again, I'm just using the dumbbell ends to pull the knee close and open. And then we'll straighten that right leg out, flex through the heel, and bring that left leg back through center. Nice and close here to my ribs. Then I'm going to slide it down so it's not on the tendon, but it's right where that belly of the muscle kind of starts. I'm going to keep my knee bent, but I'm going to flex and point, and I might feel that sensation side to side, circles, same thing. Then I'm going to lift myself up, I'm going to point, and then I'm going to flex and bring it down. Then I'm gonna bring that weight on the outside of the right leg, slide that left hand underneath the left weight, go a little way till you feel the deep stretch, then bend that knee and go into that beautiful twist. You're just showing off now, aren't you? As you come back through center, weights on each side, left foot on the ground, pivot open. Figure 4, we'll thread that needle, bring that leg in, we'll press that left leg open. And then we'll crisscross knee over knee, hands underneath both weights, legs close, and then they drop to the right, please. As you come back through center, straighten your legs, reach your arms overhead, deep breath in, exhale, round that spine up or rotate over onto your side, whichever will get you onto your hands and knees better. You are being an exhibitionist today, aren't you? All right, so here we go, undulating cow tap. Hands way out front, cow forward, and cat back. Good, and we're just gonna rest back for a second, tuck the toes, bring your hands back, press up, and you should be right for a nice little down dog. I said that 3-letter word, did you hear it? Good. Then we'll bend our knees, hands on your thighs, exhale cat, inhale cow, back through center, and we curtsy, and we curtsy. Nutmeg and I say thank you. She's doing it her way. All righty.